Milford State Representative for the town of New Milford, but I'm not here in that regard necessarily today. I'm here to introduce, and I think we should all get this big cheer out of the way first, introduce my friend Pete Bass, who's going to be running for mayor in New Milford. Got to get that part out early. This is more fun. So, I've known Pete for a long time. We've coached football together. I remember I used to come visit Pete when he was a business owner here in New Milford on Archway News. And I've had the pleasure of working with Pete on my campaign. I can honestly say, standing here before you, I would not have that position had it not been for Pete Bass, and his perseverance and his hard work. Knowing him for so long, he brings a lot of qualities to the table that I think are extremely important for this position. Top of the list, I don't think I've known anyone my entire life who has met this man who doesn't use the word integrity when they speak about Pete Bass. That's when you should applaud right there. He is a gentleman in all fashions and everywhere he is, respectful of those around him, and always, always, always an attentive ear, even if he doesn't believe the same thoughts that you have at the time. He will always, always, always listen to your thoughts. And I think that's a huge, huge asset that Mr. Bass brings to the table. So you didn't come down here to hear me talk much. I just wanted to say these signs look great. We are pulling together. The whole concept of unity and bringing our entire community together, I give you Pete Bass.
Hey.
Thank you, Mr. Buckley. And thank you for everybody coming out on this humid day. I'd like to first thank my wife, Tammy, my daughter, Jordan, my daughter, Tia, and my daughter, Cotinine, my son, Henry, who's looking down on us, smiling, my family, my friends, and fellow New Milford residents. I picked the bandstand for a reason. And the reason why I picked this bandstand is because it talks about community. It talks about pulling together, working together. Mayor Mark Boughton from Danbury. First Selectman Clay Pope from Sherman. All of us have to work together in this region to help our fellow citizens. And that's what this campaign is all about. The bandstand, I can remember when my mother-in-law, Alice Byer, God rest her soul, and my Aunt Fran, God rest her soul, would tell me time and again how they'd have sock hops here, how they would dance over here in where it's now the cutaway, how the community would come together. Even though there was differences, they still had the commonality of New Milford. And that's what we're going to bring back. We're going to bring back New Milford. We're going to bring back civility. We're going to work together to make it happen. There's a lot of issues facing our town. And we mostly all know about them. First and foremost is the roads. When I'm elected office, we're going to take care of these roads. We're going to make sure they're passable. We're going to make sure that your suspension doesn't fall off when you're driving on them. And we're going to do what we can, the best way we can, for this town. Another thing we're going to do is I hear time and time again from people, young people, saying, I'd like to stay here, Pete. I'd love to stay here. I want to, but there's no jobs. There's no opportunity here. Well, I say we partner with Danbury. We partner with ourselves. We partner with the nonprofits. We create workforce training for our citizens so that they can get the jobs of the future. We do what we can, how we can, to make it better for our town. Another thing I hear from everybody is the civility, how it's gotten way out of hand. As the mayor, one of your function is to be the chief cheerleader of our town, to love our town, to give credit to those that bust their tails as the volunteers in this town who work time and again. And they shouldn't be criticized. They shouldn't be humiliated. They shouldn't be any of that. It should be everybody welcoming, everybody working together. If you have differences, you solve it like they did years ago. You go have a beer, you talk on the street, you do what you can because you love your town. That's what this is all about. Because I love this town. I personally want to thank, I've been doing this for about 25 years. One thing my wife told me when I owned Archway, and I've kind of lived to that to this day. One day, I was approached by Mona Tito to get involved. I'm like, I don't know if I want to get involved. I'm busy, whatnot. So my wife gave me a pretty good lesson, which is you need to give to those that give to you, that go and support your business, that support your lifestyle. And I said, you know what? She's right. So, I continue to serve, try to do the best I can, try to work with everyone to make this town better and better and better. Because to me, sorry, Mayor, this is the greatest town in the state for me. I'm sorry to be like this. And I could go on and on and on about all of the things that we need to face, all the things we need to do. But here's the great part about it. We have volunteers with experience, volunteers with time and talent that can only, when we work together, make it a great experience for everyone. I'm very excited for this campaign. I'm very excited that we work together to make this town better and better because we all love it. That's why we're all here. And I'm excited. Anytime that you want to call me, I'm going to put out my cell phone number. You can get it for those that don't have it. I'm going to have an email. And I want your opinion. I want you to be involved. I want to hear from you because it's your town just as much as it's my town. And we all work together. We all pull together. Great things can happen. And I'm excited. So I want to thank you guys very much. Go Greenway. And thank you very much for your time. I really appreciate it. God bless. Thank you.